back to my channel. My name is Laura. I am pre-recording Saturday Shelfie Tour, and we are up to my letter C authors. Now, I have a lot of C's. I have 2 crates plus a stack of books that go all the way from the floor to here. Yes, so I am going to take all these books out. I noticed that I do have a lot of the same authors, so I'm going to rearrange these and put all the same authors on the top and make another thing and see if I could fit all the C authors into 2 bins, besides the ones that have multiple books. So I'll be back. My oh my, that took a long time to organize. Okay, so now I am back. I pulled out all the authors that I had multiple of the same author. So I pulled them out and I put them on the top shelf. So here are the authors that I have multiples of. So I have Meg Cabot, which is, I'm holding my tripod. Sorry if I'm getting my hand at it because it's too high. This is very high. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 crates up, and on top of that I have these books. Okay, so I have Meg Cabot, and Meg Cabot I have Overbite, Insatiable, The Princess Mia, which I have more downstairs of. I have The Crave Doubts and Mean Spirits. So that's what I have of her. And then after her, I moved Lee Child. I have Never Go Back, Tripwire, Die Trying, Bad Luck and Trouble, Echo Burning, and Running Blind. So that's here. And then next to that, I have an author. Now, I have read Meg Cabot before. I really liked what I read. I have not read Lee Child yet. So, yeah, so I have those. The next author I did read before. I read 2 of his books, which I really enjoyed. So, I wanted to read more of his. So, it's Paulo Coelho. I don't know if I said his name right. He wrote A Britter, which I haven't read yet. And he also wrote 11 Minutes, which I haven't read yet. So I have that there. The next author I have here is Agatha Christie. I have not read her yet. I have 3 of her books sitting here. I have the ABC Murders, Murder on the Orient Express, and Hickory Dickory Dock by her. And then the next author I have next to this one is Harlan Coben. He is a New Jersey author. I have read his books before. I really enjoyed it. So since then, I collected a lot of his books. These are the ones I haven't read yet. I have Gone for Good, The Final Detail, No Second Chance, I'm sorry, Missing You, Tell No One, Drop Shot, The Stranger, Deal Breaker, Stay Close, The Innocent, Hold Tight, and Court. So those are the authors that I had multiple books of. I stuck them up here. So now I am going to go sit down on the floor and share with you the other authors that I have that start with C. Since I have 2 crates and I have a lot of books in front of me, I decided to split them up in YA and adult. So this is how I have stacked piles in front of me that are YA, which goes all the way up to here, and then I have adult that goes up to here. So yeah, so I have 2 different stacks here, and I figured I would put 1 crate would be YA and 1 crate would be adult, and see how that works, and see if that works for my children as well, because they read the YA. So let's see. I'm going to start with that I think they are middle grade. I have some middle grade. I have 2 middle grade, I think, but they probably might be YA. I'm not quite sure. So yeah. So the 2 books that I have are The Land of the Stories, The Wishing Spell. This is book 1 by Chris Colfer. I think that this is middle grade. It looks kind of middle grade. So yeah, some categories in that is middle grade. And I got Scarlet and Ivy, The Lost Twin. And of course I'm going to keep both of these. This one has a twin in it. I love twin multiples. So yeah. So this one's by Sophie Clevery. And I think I got this at BookCon. So I'm going to keep both of those, and they're going to go in the YA part. Okay. Of course, I'm probably going to keep everything, but we'll see. Okay. The next book I have is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. Going to keep that one. I'm doing all YA now. So the next, I have a series. I'm sorry I didn't put it on the top, but it couldn't fit. So I figured I'd just put it on the, let's see. I have The Testing, The Graduation Day, and The Independent Study. And I'm not sure what order they go in, but I have these all in hardback. And I'm going to keep these because my kids didn't read it yet. So yeah, and I didn't read it yet. So we'll keep those. I have Wild Roses by Deb Coletti. I'm assuming that this is YA. I'm not sure, but I think she writes YA, so I'm putting it in the YA section. The Crown of Embers by Ray Carson. How to Love by Katie Katugla. Now here's a book that I read half of. Now, the problem I read half of is because I had a sample from Amazon, my Kindle sample, and I read it. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 5 stars, but it was only a sample, so I never finished it. So I wound up getting this book. It's called The Girl with the Gifts. Now, this is a horror book, and I'm not sure if it's YA because it is horror and it's about zombies. This might be an adult. I'm not quite sure. But I really enjoyed what I read. It's about a little girl. Well, they think it's a girl, but it's about zombies. So, yeah. So that's that one. The other book that I have is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. This, I think, is book 1. And this one is book 2, I think. So that should be together. It's nice that I get to organize my books while I'm doing this. This one I got from BookCon. It's The Bone Witch by Rin Chipaco. Chipaco? I don't know. Sorry if I butcher anybody's names because they're very hard for me to pronounce. So, yeah. So that's that. Okay, these two I got from BookCon. I think that they are YA, so I stuck it in the YA section. I got Before Goodbye by Mimi Cross, and I got Shining Sea by Minnie Cross. I think that they are YA, but I'm not quite sure. So I stuck them in the YA section, so we'll see. Tiny Pretty Things by Sonia Cherapura. They All Fall Down by Roxanne St. Clair. The Witches of East End by Melissa De La Cruz. I don't think I'm ever going to read this. I'm going to get rid of this one. The Bookshop by Jen Campbell. She is a booktuber, and I think that this is nonfiction. So, yeah, so I'm going to move this to my nonfiction shelf. And I did read her other book, which I really enjoyed. Very funny. She works in a bookstore, and yeah, very funny book. So, One Kick by Celsia Kane. I'm not sure if this is YA. I'm putting it in the YA section, but this could be a thriller, an adult thriller, but I'm not sure. Maybe when I edit, I will let you know. Okay. Stolen by Lucy Christopher. Blue Bloods by Melissa De La Cruz. I'm going to get rid of this one. So I don't think I'm ever going to read it, and I'm going to get rid of it. So that's that. Here is book 2 of a series that I started. I really liked book 1. I never got to book 2. I have a hard time with series. This one is Whatever Happens Janie by Carolyn B. Cooney. It's about a girl that gets kidnapped, yeah, or her parents. I don't remember what it was about. But yeah, something about a milk carton, and she sees her name on the milk carton. Yeah. So book 1 was really good. I really enjoyed it. This is book 2. Never got to it yet. This is The High Society by Allie Carter. Dueled by Elsie Chapman. And the last book that I have in YA is the Sweet Venom by Tara Lynn Childs. So I'm going to put these in my crate here and be back with my adult books. Okay, that seemed to work. This is my YA middle grade crate for C. Now I am going to do my adult books. I'm hoping my adult books fit in this crate here. The first book that I see here is a nonfiction book, which is going to be moved. And this is Confessions of a Delirious DJ. I met this author at the synagogue, and he signed my copy, and yeah, he was quite funny, and so I wound up buying his book. So yeah, so it's very short, but I haven't read it yet. So yeah, it's supposed to be comedy. So okay, so on to my adult books. Here we go. The first book I have is The Far End of Happy by Catherine Kraft. And yeah, this is a psychological thriller, I think. And you'll see a pattern of psychological thrillers here. Okay, Pray for Silence. Now, this is a book that my grandmother gave me. This is part of a series. I actually was listening to book 1 like last month, and I didn't finish it yet, but I was listening to it. I don't know what number this one is, but yeah, this is from my grandmother, so I'm going to keep it. Okay. Here's another one from my grandmother, but it has no desk cover, and I hate that. But it's called The Last Runaway by Tracy Chevalier. I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. I'm going to put this. She usually reads thrillers or historical fiction. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm going to keep it because she gave it to me to read. So, yeah. Amnesia by Peter Carey. I don't know what this one is. It's about memory loss. I like to read about memory loss, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, I have 2 Mary Higgins Clark. I have the Still Watch, and I have the Cinderella Murder. This is part of a series. I don't know what number, but I think I did start reading the series. Oh yeah, so I'm going to keep both of these. So these are both mysteries. Here are my mass paperbacks. I have The Factual Murders by Mark Cohen. And yeah, so that's that. Working Stiff by Rachel Kane. And A Rough Justice by Sarah Castile. Okay. The Other Widow by Susan Crawford, and she wrote The Pocket Wife, which I think I have as well in this stack. I'm not sure, but I think I still have. I have this Pocket Wife one. I think I still have too. So that's that one. Here is Diane Chamberlain. I have not read her yet. I have Silent Sister and Keeper of the Light. I have both of those by her. I have not read these yet. I haven't even read that author yet. Okay, The Whisperer by Donato Carisi. No, let's get that. Now, some of these may be YA, but I think they're mostly adult, so I stuck them in adult. This is a book that my grandmother gave me. It's historical fiction. I like to try it. It is a fat book. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but it is historical fiction. It's called Mrs. Grant and Madame Jewel. So I'm going to keep that. Stay Awake. I think it's about memory loss, but I'm going to keep it. Dan Chan. So, yeah. Here is the author of Days of Our Lives. He's the director. So I met him at BookCon. I got a signed copy, and I haven't read his book yet. It's called Ladies of the Lake by Ken Corday. Yeah, I met him at BookCon. I was really excited. I got a photo with him and everything. So, yeah. So, I haven't read his book yet, though. How to Be a Good Wife by Emma Chapman. And here is The Pocket Wife. I told you I had it. Yep. Susan Crawford. I have it. So, I haven't read it yet. Okay. I have 2 books by Justin Cronin. I started on audio this book and I just never finished it. It is a huge book, the first one. It's called The Passage. I liked what I listened to, but I didn't get very far. I would have to start it over again. It's a fat book. The font is super, super tiny. Yeah, I would have to start it over again because I have no idea what I listened to. I have this one and then I have the 12. So yeah, I heard it's very, very good. But yeah, I have to start over my audiobook to, yeah. So we'll see. So that's that one. Okay, here are two books that are new adult. I like to read new adult because they are, it's like a guilty pleasure. It's like you don't have to think when you read these books. And I love picking them up now and then, especially when I'm in a reading slump. They really, really help out. So I got January, February, March by Audrey Carlin. And then I got her first of a new edition, a new series, Body, her first book. So this is a different series, but yeah, both by the same author. They are new adult. They have sexy times in them. Yeah, so I'm keeping these because I like to read these when I don't feel like reading anything else. So yeah, so that's that. And the last author, I have 4 books from this author. I have not read her yet. They should be on the top shelf, but I didn't have room, so they were going in the down further. And I got Bet Me by Jennifer Cruzy. I got Tell Me Lies by Jennifer Cruzy. Welcome to Temptation and Fast Woman. So those are my adult books that I have. I'm pretty sure that these are fiction. They might be new adult or contemporary fiction. Yeah, adult woman fiction. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I didn't get rid of much. I can't get rid of my books. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching. This is my very long video. And I will see you in another video. Bye.